Hi, my name is Cold Beer, and let's start with Victor Vran.
Nobody can deny that a vast array of powerful weapons, game-changing outfits, optional challenges and hidden secrets in this game are very enjoyable. Also here you can dive down on enemies, dodge roll attacks, jump on walls and enjoy entertaining boss fights. Great voice acting and visuals are also in-game, as well as great camera angles and the ability of rotating it. I'm still surprised how many games do not have a camera rotating function even now. What are you hiding? Pineapples in your potato salad?
Blasphemy!
Anyway, Victor Vran is the most metal game I have ever played. Well, aside the Brutal Legend with Jack Black. Victor Vran has an entire DLC dedicated to the Motorhead band. How cool is that?
Spoiler alert.
Very cool.
They aced that DLC, and if you like metal, Victor Vran is the choice for you, no doubt. And gamers on Steam are praising intuitive controls and fun gameplay. Victor Vran will take about 10 to 20 hours for you to beat it. Nobody saves the world. When an ancient calamity reawakens, who can save the world? And the answer is nobody. That's you. You are nobody. Not in real life. In real life, you are an awesome, beautiful person. Never doubt that. Now, subscribe. So here you'll master the art of transformation to become a slug, ghost, dragon, a horse, or someone else. Like an egg, for example. Actually, here you'll find more than 15 distinct forms you can become of. You can mix and match abilities in unexpected ways to unlock and complete even more challenging quests. You can explore a vast overworld on your own or with a friend online. This game is not only beautifully drawn, but it's kinda crazy as well, just like your sister. Last Epoch. The game takes us to the land of Etera, which is devoured by a dark force called the Void. Seeing the horrors, its frightened inhabitants hid in an underground city. Yep, from the darkness, underground seems legit. Anyway, not everything is lost. The main character, who is one of the survivors, goes in search of the artifact, which will allow him travel in time. I don't know what it looks like, but it may very well be a bottle of tequila, for example, because it helps you travel in time. Although, just forward. I like the graphics, colors, build styles and some really original looking enemies. You'll find 15 mastery classes and more than 120 skill trees, so as in Grim Dawn and Path of Exile you can create some ridiculous barb romancer, which can't kill a mosquito in higher levels. So as always, if you don't want to end like this, check some builds online. Hades 2. Honestly, nobody ever expected to see Hades' sequel, because Supergiant Games have never made a sequel of any of their games. Bastion, Transistor, Pyre and Hades itself were all lonely titles in their own franchises that never existed until now. So I don't know what was that, greed or actual desire to make a perfect game, but here we are with Hades 2. So the game builds on the best aspects of the original godlike, roguelike, dungeon crawler-like and very likable-like game, in all new action-packed, endlessly replayable experience rooted in the underworld of Greek myth and its deep connections to the dawn of witchcraft. As the immortal princess of the underworld, yes, you are a girl this time, you explore a bigger and deeper mythic world, defeating the forces of the Titan of Time. You know, they say it's not just a simple Titan, it's the time itself, and time cannot be stopped. Well, except if you have a big juicy black hole somewhere. I hope you do.
We all do.
Oh, shut up, I am not talking about that one. Sworn. This is a 1 to 4 player co-op action roguelike RPG, where you will explore and reclaim a fallen Camelot from the reign of a corrupted Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. You can play the game alone and hack through hordes of disgusting enemies, or team up with your mother-in-law and slay evil hordes in good company. The game supports up to 4 players, so if you somehow have this amount of friends or relatives you can blackmail to play this game with you, this could be heaps of fun. So basically here you will meet familiar friends and foes from Arthurian legend, discover the source of spreading darkness over Avalon, and befriend and learn from powerful characters such as Merlin. Yeah, he can teach you a hocus pocus spell that eradicates your enemies like flies. People on Steam are saying that this is a nice clone of Hades with hints of Diablo, and it is very enjoyable, but as a downside, it lacks content. You will finish the main story in around 10 hours. No rest for the wicked. The game is still in early access, so it is kinda rough on the edges, but it is made by developers of Ori and the Blind Forest, so not by some rookies. So here the year is 841, and as word of the king's death echoes throughout the kingdom, the crown passes to his arrogant yet untested son. So there are some rebels wanting to cut his head off. The land is on the brink of civil war. That sucks, but it can always suck even more. So an unholy plague not seen for 8,000 years has returned as well. What a coincidence, right? So the plague sweeps across the land, corrupting everything and everyone it touches. In all this turmoil, you embark on an adventure. Well, on a task to be fair, because you are sworn to defeat the plague at any cost. Well, it's always better to be a warrior than a civilian in a war, so kudos for you. You got this. Or not. Knowing you, probably not. No offense. Children of Morta. This is an action RPG with a roguelite approach to character development where you don't play a single character, but a whole family of heroes. You will hack and slash through hordes of enemies in procedurally generated dungeons, caves and lands and lead the family with all their flaws and virtues against the forthcoming corruption. Although I must warn you that this game is not for everyone. For example, I don't like stories about cute cozy families, about love and similar drama. This kind of genre mixing is weird. I actually have no idea who is the target audience of this game. Well, you might like it after all. About 90% of reviews are positive, so it may be your spoon of potato salad. And I would give it 5 warm milks out of 10. So this is the rare occasion where my score and public score is not even close. Darksiders Genesis. This is a great game with great humor and very positive reviews on Steam. It is well balanced to play in co-op mode, but also fun in single player as well without any regrets. You, like me, probably have no friends anyway. Although I must warn you that here you'll do more shooting than bashing and slashing, but you will get a fair share of the latter as well. Gamers on Steam are praising the aesthetics, interesting story and fun gameplay, but are grumpy about controls and few almost unsolvable puzzles. Game has great graphics, a bit childish dialogues, terrible camera angles, and no potato salad man class, which is a shame. Anyway, from me it gets 8 cold beers out of 10. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. In the second part of this roguelite action RPG you will be greeted with 3D graphics instead of familiar pixel art style, but the transition went really smooth and the game actually feels like part 2. So again, you start with no money in your pocket and you have to stand down on your feet and turn your humble shop into the beating heart of the village. And to have stuff to sell you need to work as an adventurer. How cool is that? You will explore dangerous dungeons, gather relics, sell them and reinvest the money you earn in various establishments around the village, unlock new weapons and armor, shop decorations, and most importantly restore the hope that everything will be okay one distant day. People are saying that the game is not as punishing as usual roguelites, more on a casual side, so if you are a fan of impossible challenges, keep that in mind. Achilles, Legends Untold. Here you will take control of a man with a really weak heel but with very strong everything else. The journey will take you to many different corners of mythological lands, where you will obtain powerful artifacts that will aid you in your quest. The game has a cool AI system that introduces innovative enemy behavior. Opponents have unscripted interactions with each other and are capable of coordinated attacks. Developers are also saying that sometimes your enemies are even taking advantage of their surroundings. Well, honestly, that should be mandatory in every modern game. If your adversary is ignoring surroundings, that is so old school. I think even pigs in Duke Nukem 3D could hide behind the walls, and the game was released in the past millennium. So Achilles Legends Untold is Souls-like, but not as hard as actual Souls games. Various Diablo-like action RPG lovers could play it as well. But of course, don't expect Diablo-like battles, here every battle is important. Well, at least they are made this way. If you played, for example, Sands of Aura, you may realize what I have in mind. It is a mix of genres, but I think it's really worth your attention.
And now thank you for watching, have a nice day and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.